Good morning everybody, and this is your S&P 500 technical analysis for today. So nothing we can really add to it. CPI data is out of the way, better than expected, which is why we had the little bit of a jump to the upside. But as far as I'm concerned, we were basically capped by this trend line. You can see 2 8-hour bars had sold off this trend line. So that's just telling me that that is some pretty serious structure that is developing. And we need to keep that line in and just keep watching that area. So it doesn't matter which way you look at it, top of channel, top of wedge, it is going to offer resistance. If we move down to the 3-hour, you'll see pretty much most of this week has been sideways and directionless, no real structure at all. And then we had a bit of a squirt up, and now we're going sideways again. So nothing really to write home about. We have bought off the 44.40 area. We are basically bumping ahead on 44.50. That's kind of the structure that we've got at the moment. Oscillator starting to group back to the upside, which looks like a little bit of divergence. There was divergence here. There still is with this little squirt up. So price making new highs and oscillators making new lows. That is divergence, which is just indicating something is about to happen, or alternatively you have a level ahead which is going to cause some resistance. So you can see we broke above some of these key levels here, tested the top of the trend line, and then reversed off it and came back. And there's probably a Fibonacci setup. We'll look at that on a lower time frame because there are a few gaps there I want to point out, and then rallied again. So at the moment, oscillators group the upside. Definitely not looking for this. I would prefer to be down off structure again, but there's nothing on offer that I can see here. So if we move down to the 50-minute, you'll see what I'm talking about. So we're pretty much sideways. When the CPI data came out, we jumped up with this massive gap here, solid green bar, and then target was basically hit being the top of the trend line, and then we reversed off that. Didn't really come back onto structure. So you can see this red line here, 44.40, is a level on the 8-hour. You can see we tried to break below it, tried to reject it, with this being the magnet, and that failed. And then we just gradually sort of meandered on up. And so for me at the moment, this gap is going to be a massive magnet. So I'm not interested in buying anything up here. We'll wait to see what we can get out of this further down. So there's nothing really nothing here that excites me. It's still pretty much sideways as far as I'm concerned. The only difference is this is sideways to up. And what I can do here is just put another level in there. And you'll see some structure forming. So you can see resistance there. In fact, I can take it all the way back to there. So you can see resistance, resistance, try to make support there, try to find support there, try to find support there yesterday. So it's kind of a little bit of a channel as well. So that's kind of my view at the moment, is buy off the bottom. And the bottom is pretty tight at the moment. So if we can get a test back down onto this structure here at 44.40, or come down and close that gap. Where is that gap? Just put a level in. So there's a gap, but there's hundreds of gaps to the downside. There's another one there. There's another one there. So if you want to just put that level in there. There's even another one further back. There's a small one there. Then I think there's actually more. There's quite a few gaps to the downside. Anyway, back in the zone, I'd be interested in buying this. So 44.30 area, 44.30, 44.33 area. That's kind of the area that I would be interested in buying this for another move to the upside. So that is probably it's 167 points from where we are now. Not interested in shorting this, really just interested in finding some structure and then buying off that structure. That's the only thing I want to do. Anyway, that's my view at the moment. Just be very cautious. This is extremely overbought at the moment, and I'm still of the opinion that this is just sucking in all the longs. Just sucking in all the longs at the moment. And I'm actually starting to unwind my long-term portfolios as well. And we'll wait for the reset and then see what happens. Anyway, that's my view at the moment, sitting patiently and waiting for some structure. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.